Now, Robbo, on a point that you've just made in the last few minutes, let's come back to Australia now. And as you've probably seen, a video of a New South Wales police officer violently arresting a teenage boy has gone viral. Here's the video.
I don't trust anywhere. It doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter where you're from.
She swore, so what? If you got your police, you shouldn't be swearing at all.
It's in America.
I didn't say that at all, mate. Yes, you do need to open up your ears.
What? I heard you from over here. I don't need to open up my ears.
Yeah, you do, because I'm
No.
sure you did not say that.
I'll crack you across the door, bro.
What was that? What was that? Turn around and play 10 times back. Come here.
What? Oi! What the f?
Slammed him on the face.
You just slammed him on his face! Oi!
What the What What
He's in pain, bro. I've never heard that. You just slammed.
The boy was taken to hospital and released a short time later. His family are calling for the officer to be formally charged. He's now on restricted duties pending the outcome of an internal investigation. New South Wales Premier Gladys Berejiklian condemned the video, and it shows we still have a long way to go in this country, doesn't it, Robbo?
It really does, and that's exactly what the Premier said. This is really tough. And sorry, I should have brought up the stats that I had earlier now, but we move on. But yeah, 432 Indigenous Australians have died in custody, and not one conviction has been recorded for any of those deaths. That is disgusting, and I could not believe those numbers when I heard it. What we're seeing here is really rough, and you can even hear the guy who's videoing it. As soon as the guy says, "I could," hit you in the jaw or whatever he said, you just hear the videoer go, oh, like knowing what was about to happen. It's pretty sad, and he was young. He didn't have a weapon. He just was mouthing off a bit. I don't know if mouthing off really allows for that to happen.
Showing the police respect and not mouthing off at them?
No, but it's a two-way street. Now, between police and Indigenous people, there is, a really tough history there. I think the superintendent might have come out and said that they normally do in Surry Hills and Darlinghurst and Redfern and things like that. They actually do have a fairly good relationship with the Indigenous population. But I think it's a two-way street here. This was a 17-year-old boy mouthing off. It's not worth hitting to the floor and cuffing him.
Well, Ben, the police commissioner said that the officer probably had a bad day, but said there was no excuse for what happened. Do you agree?
I think it always comes down to the individual incident, and with everything is, does the punishment fit the crime? Absolutely, I think that these boys were in the wrong with the language that they were using and having no respect for the police. But the punishment certainly didn't fit the crime, and we could quite evidently see that. But I guess at the end of the day, with the cameras and people having their own phones, being able to shoot things like this, people are being made accountable. But I still don't want to be able to say to Robbo's comments before about those statistics about Aboriginal people, what a horrifying statistic to hear. But at the end of the day, I absolutely think everybody who is doing the wrong thing needs to be tried fairly.
On all sides.
And I think that hasn't, exactly right, on all sides. And I think that it's disgusting that, it has taken us so long to get to where we're getting to. But I absolutely don't want to get to the point where we are making all police look like bad people just because of this one, like here in Australia, that one video. I don't want that to then spiral out of control and have people villainizing all of the police. That's just one man, and he has done something horrendous. And I hope, just like what happened overseas, that this police officer is reprimanded for that.
It's the Ben, Rob and Robbo, Ben, Rob and Robbo Show.